All right, welcome back, you guys. Sort of a late stream today, but it's because we got the new Everdark boss tonight, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be at 9 again tonight. Unless I missed something. Maybe they delayed it, but I thought it was supposed to be tonight, so. And then we're also going to start a first run of Miracles as well, a no reset run, just like I did with the other ones. I think tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's tonight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's tonight at 9. So in about 2 hours and 11 minutes. And you know what? The good news is that Everdark Caligo cannot be worse. Well, I mean, I guess it could be, but it probably won't be worse than the Mars fight. Even though I didn't hate the Mars fight as much as probably some people did, but yeah, it wasn't great. So, Elfman, how's it going, dude? So, yeah, let's just, I guess let's just start it, dude. I mean, it'd be cool to get this first try, but...
Yes, indeed.
I almost don't even see this as a try, really, yet. Because, my audio is kind of low. My intention of this run right now is not to get it, although when I did Sorcery, I did end up getting it, and when I did Pyromancy, I almost got it. But yeah, we're just going to reset, or we're not going to reset on any hit. Because, I don't know, I feel like we're jumping into this really quickly somehow. I feel like I didn't do nearly as much preparation for this run as the other runs. But maybe just because it's more straightforward or something. But yeah, for people who missed it, I'm deciding to start with Lightning Spear. So I made a custom class. It's not that custom, I mean. The only difference is I swapped out Lightning Spear for the heal that the base Cleric has. And I also have 20 Faith so that I can actually use it. I think this will be the most fun way to do it. And if people say that I should have done it this way, when I did Miracle Any % no hit a couple years ago, I did the mace strategy. So this way, now I'll have done both, and it just makes the most sense, I think. With your girlfriend, can I wait about 6 hours to go live then? Dude, what time zone is that? But no. Need to make sure I don't get any half hits from this point on. Because I want to have enough FP so that I can kill the dog after. Very high FP cost for a starting spell. No, well, is this... Yeah, I guess it is a medium shield. Yeah. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be pairing him, but... Is this the same frames as the Grass Crest? I guess it probably is. You know what's crazy? There was a run... There was some route I did a while ago, like a long time ago, where I paired the Archive Sage with the Grass Crest shield, and I was crazy for doing that, dude. I was insane for that. Throw it back for all the gooners out there. I will not do that. We need a point blank hit on this guy, so surely this is fine. Yeah, oh, there's the cat. Out of all the runs so far, this is probably the one that I feel like we're definitely not getting first try. Like Pyro, I should have gotten first try. Sorcerer, I did. This one, like I was saying earlier, I feel like I haven't done as much preparation for this one yet. So, yeah, we'll just get a run started, and then, yeah, like I said, and I believe in 2 hours is the Everdark, so we'll play some Night Rain at that point. Niwu, thanks for the good luck, dude. Yeah, I have the timer going just in case I, I get it here. The only reason. Just in case. No, it's so the time zone that they announced the Everdark is like Japan time. So yeah, it's on the 7th in Japan time, but whoops. But in Eastern time it's today. Unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Unless there's some delay on it. Like, I actually didn't check. So, possible that there's some delay, maybe. Yeah, starting Lightning Spear is definitely the way to do it, I think. Oh god. Oh my god, I guess that's the problem with that strategy.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
That guy can be in several different spots, so... yes, a tail in my face. Perfect. No hit runs are getting much harder now with the cats, dude. Because they love to... At least he loves to bug me during them. At least it's early. It's this is exactly what happened on the pyro run, dude. It was early. Guess I probably should take this off. Doesn't really look that great as of an armor set. Turtle armor doing... Nah, it does nothing. It's not a... I don't actually know what that is on the back. It's supposed to be some like ward of darkness or like something like that, I think. Like keyboard for this part.
What on earth?
Yeah, this is like intense no-hit training right here, dude. It's actually pretty good. Getting me on another level of no-hit runs. Of no-hit running skill is to do it while even more distracted than normal. Because normally getting no hit runs on stream is already harder, in my opinion. Oh, that missed. Because you know you're not only focused on the game and you have chat and all that stuff. It's already a little bit harder. The Everdark Caligo is out in 2 hours. Surely have enough FP for this. Should probably also be making some save files as we go here. Just in case. In case I die, I don't want to like waste a ton of time. Solo, no damage, hardest difficulty, dude. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, YouTube streaming is 20 seconds delayed. That's at least 20. But that's the 4K for you. Which one would you rather? Uh-oh. That's not what I meant. Okay, that's probably fine. I'll just drink the Estus soup. The trade-off is on YouTube, you get to watch in 4K, but then yeah, you get the delay that comes with it. But for me personally, like it just depends. Oh my, he's totally sitting on my hand, which is on top of the controller. For me personally, I'd rather just watch the higher quality stream with the delay. But I mean, most times I'm watching something, I'm not going to be like chatting a ton though. So it kind of just depends. The only problem would be if I get hit or something, and then you some like, well, I guess the on-screen chat wouldn't be faster or anything, so you wouldn't actually get spoiled on it. And the only way that would happen is if you had Twitch chat up too or something. I was already thinking about getting the Estus soup on this. Because I don't want to... Oh my god. Where is she, I wonder? Anyways. Yeah, I don't want to have to rest before dropping down to arena, so... So yeah, this should be fine, I think. It's the opposite. When no one's watching, you feel less conscious about making mistakes. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, for me, if I can just like basically only focus on the game, it does become easier. I wonder if Hodrick's gonna chase me this time. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Could bait him if I wanted to. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. Oh, he's done. Never mind. He does drop a good amount of souls, but... Surely... There's some glitch with that young white branch where sometimes you pick it up, but you actually don't get the item. Don't really know what happens, but we kind of need every branch on this run. We need every branch because I use one extra one in Central Irithyll for getting the doors' gnawing. Favorite streamer though? Well, I don't really watch streams very much anymore, but I like watching Squilla and Hob and Dino and stuff. But yeah, I don't watch streams as much as I used to. Yeah, when Squilla streams it is. Okay, hopefully the heal's big enough. I think so. What the hell? That lightning spear range is certainly something. Oh, that's really bad. You know, I don't really know what's going to happen here. Yeah, I decided to start. So I made a class that starts with lightning spear, or I just changed the cleric to start with lightning spear, and I think this is the way to do this run for sure. Especially because I was saying earlier in a couple of years ago when I did miracle no hit any %, I did the mace strat. So this way now I've once I do this I've done both, and this is a more fun way to do it for sure. And like actually do miracles only.
Oh, you could.
How's it going, Green Wolf? Waffle, thanks for the gifted sub, dude. Sharufa, thanks for the... Oh, boy. The mouse clicks have started. Thanks for the 9-month resub, dude. Cicero, thanks for the 3-month resub. Gloop, thanks for the brand new prime sub as well. Thanks, you guys. Oh my god. Yeah, Banjo as well, for sure. Oh. But I feel like Banjo's usually on later than I would be watching streams, so... When it aligns, for sure. I haven't played Arc Thrones, but that's still not fully out yet, right? I thought. I was kind of waiting until it was fully out. Someone was saying to play... There's some comments telling me to play Elden Ring. I think it was the Reforged or something. I don't know if that's any good, but might be fun to try it out. Ooh, that was not great. I don't really know what Reforged is. It's just an overhaul, I guess. I'm not certain. Thought Aura played a bit. Are you talking about the Reforged? Yeah, I've seen some clips of Mario's hits in Wukong. Like he got to the final boss and then got hit because of some variation he hasn't seen or something. Like I do still want to do some more runs in Wukong at some point. Maybe. I would like to. The game's quite fun. But who knows when that would ever happen. Yeah, yeah, I could just do another convert. Okay, that's not good. Another convergence run. I mean, there's no way he's not gonna kill a run, dude. Mind Goblin's gonna kill a run. I'm shocked it hasn't happened yet. He's clicking the mouse for me. He's doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, DS3 convergence run could be cool. Haven't done one of those in a while. Dude, this is crazy, dude. Oh, that's fucked. Oh my god, dude. Just 1,600 souls? Yeah, the thing with miracles in this game is that, you know, even when I can start with lightning spear, they don't really start to get good until, well, I mean, lightning spear is respectable, but there are two problems with it. The damage from range is bad, which is kind of what you want in a magic, right? is good range damage, but its range damage is bad, and then also the and compared to the other spell types, the miracle casting animation, at least with the, you know, like lightning spear and offensive miracles, is very high commitment. So it's like, it's not the fastest, but mainly it's that you take a big step forward, and you can't turn during the animation either. Whereas sorcery and pyro, you can do that. And so it actually does make things a lot trickier because of that. Okay, I'm gonna need my keyboard here, but he's kind of sleeping on my lap now, dude. Early, that's fine. No damage on DS3? Yeah, it's no damage in DS3 is very straightforward, to the point where it's actually, like, not fun to do. If you've done a lot of no-hit runs already, that is, because it's just the exact same thing. But yeah, like I was saying though, so miracles starts out a little rough, and it's also just a bit harder because when, you know, lightning stake is strong, but it's a melee spell, and it's quite slow. So it does a lot of damage, but not as easy to use as something like Grey Chaos Fire Orb, or, you know, like Soul Arrow, Great Soul Arrow, something like that. Semicolon, thanks for the brand new sub, by the way. Yeah, once we get later in the run, we start getting the actual rings. It takes us an insane amount of time to get Lightning Clutch Ring because it's so late in the game. All the way in Archdragon Peak. But once we get all the rings, and especially when we get Sunlight Spear, because that is the... I'm pretty sure it's just the hardest hitting spell in the game. I can't think of what hits harder than that. Then Miracles starts to outshine every other spell class, basically. At least on the majority of bosses. Oh, shit. Forgot one of the Titanite shards. Wonder why there are no rings in Elden Ring. I don't know. I think they just wanted to change it up. Change up the name of what these are, I guess. It is kind of weird, though. It seems so unnecessary. Or maybe it has something to do with the game being called Elden Ring. So they wanted something not called a ring because it's such a, like, main thing, but... What are good weapons in DS2 other than Rapier? Well, DS2 is an interesting game because there are so many... Like, so many builds in that game can be insanely good. But probably the best weapon in the game that I can think of, or at least that I've used and done a no-hit run with, is the Helix Halberd. It's probably the absolute best. But even just the rapier itself is not even close to the best rapier. Well, maybe not. I mean, there are rapiers that are better than it, at least.
What?
Okay, +3. Yeah, so like what's great about, or one thing I find very fun about Dark Souls 2 is the fact that you can do very strong elemental builds because you can infuse. I'm just not focused at all here, dude. You can put an infusion on a weapon and then put a spell buff on top of it, right? So I could use a magic infusion and then go with crystal magic weapon on my weapon and stack those together. And so you can really pump up the elemental damage in that game. And when you know, and that in combination with the fact that DS2, a lot of your damage comes from rings. You know, like Flynn's Ring, Ring of Blades, stuff like that. It kind of like balances out a lot of the different weapons, right? When it's done that way. Elden Ring is, I guess, kind of similar, but it's almost like the buffs do that instead. You know, any shit weapon will look really good when, except maybe like the Crystal Knife or something, when you put Howl plus, you know, the Physic Tears and Golden Vow or Commander Standard and all, you know, all those buffs. It's kind of like that, but in DS2 it's like rings do that. I mean, yeah. So there's even a DS2 ring that makes your fist into a legitimately strong weapon and a viable build if you go through the process of farming it, that is. I agree. Flynn's is weird. I prefer how it works in Dark Souls 3, and I guess Elden Ring has Blue Dancer, which is the exact same thing. But it does make Flynn's in DS2 very strong that you just get, like, I forget the number, but you just get, like, plus 50 physical, like, or plus, I don't know. You just get some set amount of attack on your weapon as long as you're below a certain vitality level. It is kind of weird, but it's damn good. We make a save. I could definitely see potential for the Dark Wraith to just walk up to me there, aggroing to me, and since it takes 3 casts to kill that guy, I'd probably be screwed. Definitely, Miracles has the worst Abyss Watchers fight out of the magics. No question about that. The phase 2 is okay, though. It's just the phase 1's painful, because like it kind of goes in, or it's because of what I was saying earlier with the high commitment attack with the step forward. It's a practice run. I mean, it mostly is. Oh, great. I'm not gonna reset if I get hit, so we're not like full blown attempting the run yet. But if I happen to get the run here, then I'll take it. Right, so. I should have gone in close there. Yeah, it also has to do with the, you know, our damage being kind of bad unless I am point blank, which is hard to do in this phase. Oh, red actually won that. Legend. Yeah, don't forget to free him a fireball over the hollow. Yeah, and Cathedral. Classic, dude.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Dan, thanks for the 40-month resub, dude. Welcome back. So, I'm pretty sure the strat I do here is not consistent. But surely it'll not cause a problem. Oh. What? Interesting. That was almost really bad. Yeah, I don't really know what to do there. Because usually what happens is I shoot the lightning spear at the guy and then he falls over. But maybe I didn't get the point blank hit or something. Yeah, he falls over and then he gets clipped by the ball. But there, he just didn't get clipped, and the guy chased me, which is the reason why it's inconsistent. So,
A leopard does not change his spots, or change his feeling that spots are rather a credit.
Elfman, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits, dude. Thanks, man. Only saw 3 die there. So I'll just rest here. Yeah, the milk ring is... We're going to use the Rose of Ariandel, which is 12 dex. And then the... we're going to use Sunlight Straight Sword as well for the Sacred Oath buff, which is also 12 dex. We only have 8 on a base Cleric. And Milk Ring is plus 3 dex, so I just use it so I only have to level up once. Of course, I could get the Hunter's Ring, but I feel like that's a little too out of the way. Waffle, thanks for the bit, dude. Huge 1 bit. I'm gonna make a save here. How's it going, Sig, bro? Funny, every time I did this on my older PC setup, I would have basically the entire top part of this wall would just not be loaded in. I guess because, I don't know, just couldn't keep up with that skip or something. Didn't have time to load it in. When you got the 4090, it works out. Let's go on Valence. Why hitless run so fun watch? I don't know, man. It's the combination of, you know, seeing a game being basically dismantled. That was the first thing that got me intrigued, was seeing someone just demolish the game that I died so many times to. So I think that's the #1 thing. But then beyond that, there's the, you know, makes these runs interesting to watch, especially towards the end when you're, you know, super high pressure and stuff. And then also I like, probably the smallest thing is just how interesting the... Dude, this guy's been so weird. Is he gonna stay still? Okay, I did it. Okay. Yeah, the like the routing is the thing that I like the most personally. I don't think many people watch for seeing an interesting route through the game or the strategies, but definitely some. Elfman, thanks for the 100 bits, dude. Yeah, his name is Mind Goblin, dude. Hunter's recommendation. Surely that's his name. This really isn't like hard mode no hit runs, dude. Cat biting the arm. No hit run. Cat Ian.
Yeah.
Be a really bad time for him to click the mouse or something. Schizo Meltdown, thanks for the 5-month Prime sub. I should turn off the ballista. There's only been one run where I've ever done that, and it was all achievements no hit. Even then, it was totally useless to turn it off, but... Actually, maybe I didn't even do it, dude. I might not have even turned it off. Yeah, why doesn't he turn off the ballista? I do wish there was more of an incentive to do it. I always thought it would have been cool if there was a actually good reason to, but there's really just not. +5. Supposed to hit 40 faith here.
Well, that take. Let these souls. Farewell, Ashen One.
That's not where I meant to go. Well, oh yeah, well I meant turn it off for no hit runs. Is what I meant. Because yeah, I've done casual runs where I've turned it off, sure. Would have been cool if it turned the ballista to shoot ODK. That's kind of what I was thinking, dude. I was kind of thinking maybe this would be annoying or something, but I was thinking it would be kind of cool, maybe, if the ballista shot into the arena. And then maybe you'd have two options, just like the sandworm, I guess. You can either... I mean, the sandworm is mostly required to use the ballista, but you could use the ballista to kill ODK, but you have to also dodge it at the same time while dodging his move, so it's kind of just a harder thing. Or you could go up there, turn it off, and then fight ODK normally, you know? The problem is that the actual level design of that whole area is pretty bad. And so yeah, it would probably make more sense if Old Demon King was actually up there somewhere. That's not right. Yeah, kind of like killing the channeler in the depths. Yeah, so similar idea. I do like Champion Gandir, yes. He's one of the better bosses in the game. Kind of wanted to make a save here.
Oh my god, dude, that's so shit.
As Human, thanks for the 5 gifted subs, dude. Make sure you thank Human if you got a sub right there. Thanks so much, dude. I'm basically Morgott of this game. I don't know if there really is a Morgott of this game. Okay, I think this one's here, but I'm a little rusty on these. Yeah, Pontiff is maybe, but even then, though, it's still not quite. Honestly, the only one I can kind of think of would be a Cinder type fight, being the Morgott of this game, but I still don't really. Oh shit. Okay, it's fine. Didn't mean to fall down there. Didn't really have to rest. Not certain if this is safe. I think I used to throw an extra skull when I did this strat, but it seems to still be working. Let's go recycle. Make a save here as well. Malkath is the Morgott of Elden Ring. You are right. Like somehow you're actually right. They're very similar. You know, Malakath has a similar moveset, but low poise and low health. Same kind of thing. Just more. It's just, I guess, Morgott doesn't do an insane amount of damage. Malakath does. Okay, I wouldn't have minded picking up. This place really sketches me out, dude. I don't really like coming down here. I don't really remember if those guys go after skulls or not. Yeah, I think just one of the reasons why Elden Ring bosses are kind of like that sometimes, right? You have your Morgott and your Malekith. Is there are just too many like builds to account for almost in that game. Uh-oh.
Maybe.
And too many buffs. Like there are so many ways to get insanely strong that there's just no way realistically they could have balanced every boss perfectly. So it's like an impossible task, basically. Whereas in a simpler game like this, and especially, I mean, even further, a game like Sekiro, I don't really want to get close to him. You know, balance become... Holy fuck, dude. That was really close. Balancing becomes a much simpler task the less builds you have to account for. I'm actually shocked I didn't get hit by that guy. Need to use my keyboard. There's no instant attacks. I mean, this is like kind of instant, right? Yeah, it is instant. Great. I don't like when he does this. For melee runs, I like when he does this if I'm actually killing him. Miracle also has by far the worst kill on this guy. Out of the spell categories, at least. Yeah, he gets... doing this strategy, it seems like about half the time... Oh, what is this guy doing? Seems like about half the time he just doesn't do that little shuffle that he normally would do. Yeah, the reason why I have to do it this way, if I want to kill the giant on miracles, is because I've no way to hit him with a miracle when like from that balcony spot. It's just not something I can do, so. So I have to do it that way. Very annoying. And then miracles just don't have enough range to... Because you can also just kill him from that spot where I aggroed him on this, but Lightning Spear just doesn't have enough range to consistently hit him there. So it's pretty much a disaster.
Here.
Just like all these little tiny details are kind of what makes this run, at least in the early game, harder. Jimmy, thanks for the 33-month resub, dude. How's it going, Fry? I play with keyboards sometimes. When I have to aim stuff. Osiris is kind of bad too. For what? For this run, or are you just talking about in general? Okay, let's go up top. I wonder how much more range Great Lightning Spear has over normal Lightning Spear. Because that is another problem, is that a lot of really good miracles, or I guess 2, are locked behind that Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. It's Sacred Oath and Great Lightning Spear, and it'd be very handy to have that. Yeah, Osiris is a bad boss. Yeah, I agree with that. There's no way I mean, there's really no way to look at it where he's a good boss fight. I do think he can still be fun, though. But, yeah, design-wise, he's pretty bad. Okay, so...
Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash. What have you done?
Yeah, his arena's so bad. Yeah. Everything else about him is cool other than the fight, though.
What?
The dialogue's cool, the arena looks cool, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of like a shitty version of ONS. Like, not because it's a duo fight, but the same idea where you have... I should have bought bones there. I guess I'll do it later. When you have a boss that is cool in every way except for the actual boss fight. You know. But ONS is kind of another level of that compared to Osiris, I would say. The arena's cooler, the boss looks cooler. Phase 2's better. But it's just the fight is terrible. So that's the problem. Do I like Night Rain? I think Night Rain is pretty fun. It's a fun game. But it could have been so much better, I think. Yeah, I think the game is worth playing. I do like it, but it's, you know, it's not my favorite game of all time or anything like that. It's... Yeah, it's good, but it's not, you know, top tier or anything. Was the ranked mode Night Rain a shitpost meme? What, was that the survival one? I don't know. I really hope that's real because the game should absolutely have something like that. Survival mode. I don't know about the ranked, what that is, though. I heard about a ranked mode. Yeah, that was one of the game modes I was saying the game should have. Before it even released, I was saying definitely a survival mode. Or just like a survival endless mode is definitely a no-brainer for that game. Wait, it's like a 5 rank system. I don't know anything about that. I haven't seen that. Not sure what that is. But yeah, I think it'll do well if they just keep updating it. They haven't said it's a live service game, but, you know, they have done quite a few updates so far. Keep updating it, keep making the game better, and then I think eventually it could turn into a really top-tier game, I think. But it's not quite there yet. Like I've said, I've talked about it numerous times, but in my opinion, for it to become as good as it could be, they would unfortunately have to kind of change the framework of the game quite a bit. What I mean by that is the randomization stuff. Like actually having it be randomized instead of 40 set seeds that are possible, you know? And like fake randomized almost. Needs much more randomization. So they'd have to like totally change how the game worked. I just don't see happening, so. Dude, I'm not the most comfortable here. Been sitting on my lap this whole time, but I can't put my arms down. Okay. Well, time for this boss. Make a save. Although if I get hit here, I probably won't die anyway, so it should be fine. Oh, that's a miracle. Miracle of punching. Miracle of biology. Miracle of beating someone's ass. Oh, this is gonna kill a lot of them. I'd prefer to not use stake here. But yeah, like accidental punches, I've already said on these runs that it's fine. Accidental punches are fine. I'm not going to fist only kill a boss on a miracle only run. But accidental punches are no problem. I mean, I haven't really thought about it too much because it's not very useful, but using the bonks of the talismans and the, you know, like the spell catalyst, I also kind of feel like is fine. There doesn't turn out to be a need for it too often, but I guess more the idea is that if you run out of FP during a fight and the boss has like 1 health left or something, just finish them off with it. I think that'd be acceptable, but it's not that serious. I am doing these runs pretty strict though. At least compared to how I would have done this, or how I did do this many years ago. Like before, I was just swinging my mace at any enemy. Like, at the start of the run, I kind of just went crazy with mace. Even though when I was considering what I would do on this particular run, if I were to start with the mace, I was kind of only going to swing it as few times as I needed to. Okay, just there should be one guy spawning. The Gino TikTok stream. I really should do that, man. I've kind of been meaning to do that. Set that up. There's simply no reason why I wouldn't do it. I just haven't yet. I kind of keep forgetting. Okay, after it swaps, we should be good. OnlyFans stream, is that even possible? Is that a real thing? This is not the ideal spawn. I will try to make it work. Ooh, that was pretty damn close. Pretty close. Wonder how far off that was. All right. Pretty good kill on the Archdeacon, though. It just, it struggles before that, using these spells. Because it's actually a bad thing. It might seem counterintuitive or something, but it's actually a bad thing to kill a bunch of Deacons in phase 1, because then... Basically, the way you end up getting hit in this fight is by a Deacon firing at you that isn't going after the skull. And skulls in this game don't have infinite range or anything. They have pretty small range, actually. So, yeah, if a Deacon is too far away, then, you know, he shoots at you instead of the skull, and then you die. That's how you get hit right there. So... That's why killing a bunch of them, it means they respawn and they're less... It's kind of less in your control when they're not all grouped up. Like TikTok I would be brain dead? Oh yeah, 100%, but it doesn't really matter. I probably wouldn't actually read any... You know, 2 chats, YouTube and Twitch is enough for me. I didn't actually see how many got killed there. 2 chats is already enough for me. I don't think I need any more. So I probably just wouldn't read those ones, but I don't know. I guess it sort of depends. I probably, with this chat thing I use, I probably could combine it, and it doesn't actually make any difference for me. So... All I gotta do is say, can we get some universes? Thank you guys so much. I don't even know what that means. I don't know anything about TikTok, dude. I don't use it. I have posted there, or at least Hunter has, but I know next to nothing about that platform, dude. This should be all good. Stake is certainly a little awkward to use on this guy. Good damage, but it's not very consistent. Where the smartest individuals on the planet gather. What, on TikTok live stream? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I wonder what the... Because I was also streaming on Twitter at one point, but then I stopped because... I thought it was causing problems with the stream, but I don't think it actually was that. And then I just never started back up, but I probably should, because, like, the thing is, there's just no reason not to, like I was saying earlier. There's no reason not to. Look into 1440p stream. Use 9K bitrate for that, apparently. Yeah, that'd be a pretty substantial upgrade. Does it feel weird going from 200 plus bosses back to 25? No, it feels great, dude. It's actually really nice. Even doing the main bosses in Elden Ring. How many bosses is that, dude? It's like 50 bosses, something like that. It is very nice doing all bosses runs and it only being, 3 hours long for a slow run even, right? Part of why doing no-hit runs in Dark Souls is much more fun. Even Dark Souls 2 is, it felt long maybe back in the day, but at this point in time, I've been conditioned for doing 13-hour all bosses no-hit runs, dude. The DS2 is nothing. DS2 is like 3.5 hours. Now, if I were to do sort of some off-meta run, it probably would start getting into like the 5-hour range or something. But even that, it's not bad, dude. Because there's not a lot of just running around doing nothing. It's just constant doing stuff. So the need to apply for true 1440p. I wonder how much delay that would add. I mean, I guess if both platforms were... Like, what I could actually do... I wouldn't like it, but... No, I guess there's no reason. I was going to say add a manual delay for Twitch or something, but I guess it just wouldn't do anything. So people come from YouTube and they're like, man, YouTube has so much delay. It's like, yeah, it does, but... Well, yeah, so... I've been able to stream at 1440p on Twitch before. The reason I stopped is because it took away the 1080p option from people, and then it's like, okay, well, now my internet's not good enough to watch at 1440p, and 720p looks really bad, and I have no in between now. So that's actually why I stopped. So I don't know what the deal is with this 1440p thing, because I've definitely streamed on it at that quality before on Twitch, but maybe it just wasn't properly supported or something, so it wasn't as crispy as it should have been or something. I'm not sure. I do, like, people were saying it looked better, though. But yeah, that is actually exactly why I stopped, though. So yeah, Twitch is, I stream at 1080p, and YouTube is at 4K. So you can really just pick whatever you want. I guess I don't really have to rest here. I've been resting, but I don't need to. What time is it? I was kind of thinking if we get... I don't know. If we get towards the end... Oh, fuck. Okay, maybe that's why I should rest. If we get towards the end of this run, and it gets to 9 o'clock, and, like, the new Caligo is released, I probably should just finish up the run. But yeah, we're not even going to be close to the end by the time it actually happens, so... I don't know. We'll see. I do feel like if by 9 o'clock I haven't gotten hit, I probably should just try to finish it up. Yeah, this run is a good 3.5 hours, so... I don't know. We'll see. Guess I should just rest next time. I'll rest, and then I'll pick up the 2 large shards in the soul. I actually have no idea who's supposed to be making that noise. Is it this guy? We got gnawing. Doris is gnawing. Now we are meant to get 50 faith. I think the lowest faith I tested for Pontiff to be able to kill the clone in one hit is 49. So as long as we get to that, we should be fine. It's good.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Like that. Watching stream on a pregnancy test stick. That's next level, dude. That's huge. 86-inch 4K. Yeah, you get one person watching on a pregnancy test stick, surely real, and then one person watching on a 4K 86-inch TV. I think, personally, I'd rather the pregnancy test stick, dude. That sounds much better. Surely. Yeah, that's a real question. Is it positive or not? If it's positive, we get the run. If not, then we don't. So, all down to you. I haven't tried Rafmel.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Paying Bezos specs to request Hollow Knight playthrough.
Haven't tried.
Thanks for the
I'm still on
awesome stuff as
OBS
always, Gino.
30. 30.0. But what's kind of nice is because of my like dual PC streaming setup, I can stay up to date on OBS on my streaming PC. Even though I'm a little out of date, but it's not, you know, anything crazy. It's just I also run OBS on my gaming PC so that I can project the game capture and like basically just the entire scene onto the capture card. So it's only that OBS that I have to keep super out of date. It's not really a big deal. Menace, thanks for the 14-month Prime sub, dude. I have to do yard work. There's a lot of yard work, dude, yeah. Yeah, that's what I spend a lot of time doing at this point. Or a good amount of time. Do we need to not rest? Probably you should make a save somewhere. Stoned and Nana, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. And Jimmy and Menace, thanks for the subs as well, you guys. I think I already said thanks for them, but thanks again. Yard work stream. Yeah, that'd be great. Very interesting content. That Silver Knight's gonna chase me all the way to fucking Dreg Heap at this rate. I think I made a save, right? Nice. No, well, no, I made a save before the like weird spider enemy tunnel. And the whole reason I can't rest is so that once I pick up, or I can safely pick up Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. That's the idea, at least. It's not the end of the world, but see how that Ponta or that Fire Witch is facing the other way? That is all because when I was at the Yorshka bonfire, I ran back. No, I ran to that one section and then I ran backwards. If you were just watching that, you would have no idea why it did that. But it's so that I can turn around that enemy, basically. Pontifad's 6th split feels odd. Is it? I don't think so. I feel like that's pretty normal. I guess generally I do Yorm first, but it depends on the run. If I'm trying to do, you know, an optimal melee route or something, I would do Yorm first so that I get the money from him or something, you know? But for this to make sense, because we're going up to get Yorsh's Chime. What is weird is doing Friede as the 9th split. That's the weird one. That is not something I've done probably almost ever. The Pontiff kill on this run is very satisfying, though. I quite enjoy using Lightning Stake on him. And one thing that's pretty subtle there is the kill on the clone with Lightning Stake is very inconsistent. But what I found, it's just because the hitbox on Lightning Stake is just crazy, right? There are so many hitboxes happening that it's pretty tough to get all of them to hit. And we basically, with our damage right now, we kind of need all of it to hit to kill that clone in a single hit. And so what I do is I walk right up to Pontiff, I backstep. Usually I'll do a Lightning Stake first, but it doesn't matter. I backstep and then I do the Lightning Stake and it just hits him every time, which is nice. That's why I do that. I use the Lightning Stake, backstep, another Lightning Stake. It just works perfectly. Surely Hollow Knight playthrough eventually, though. Just like the 100 other playthroughs I have to do. I guess kind of the problem is that if I were to play, like a lot of games, I kind of just would prefer to play off stream. And that's probably one of them. Just slowly play through the game. So what's the solution, dude? Do I have to record my playthrough and do a let's play or something? Could do it like that. That way you kind of get both. But I don't think I would... Like, I feel like most people doing Let's Plays will talk about stuff. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just play the game. Just have my face cam on. I'm just sitting there like, like straight face the whole time. Just playing the game. Surely that'll happen. Well, I mean, yeah, just doing no chat. It was fun when I did the Elden Ring DLC playthrough and I turned off chat and I just played the game, but the main thing is that... The main thing is that... Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh god, the run's toast now, dude. I should turn off my mouse. But yeah, the main thing is that when I'm... Oh my god. I'm actually... I don't want to turn it off, though, but I guess I will. Is that... When I'm doing a playthrough of a game, especially one that's going to be like, 50 hours. I don't know how long Hollow Knight is, but, if I'm going to do a thorough playthrough of a game, the thing that puts me off about streaming it isn't chat or anything. It's the commitment to doing, like a 3-hour stream segment of playing that game. Because generally, if I was playing by myself, I'd probably play it for like 45 minutes or an hour or something, and then, do something else and then come back later. That's the problem, I guess. So... yeah, just leave stream on. Yeah. Yeah, that's no. Because I don't even know. Sometimes I'll play it for an hour and a half or something, and then I'll leave the game on, thinking I'm gonna come back later, but then I just don't come back and play it or something. So that probably won't work. I guess I don't mind the idea of doing just recording it, right? I think that could work. Okay, so we need Tears of Denial, 2 Lloyd's Talismans, or Undead Hunter's Charms. What is Lloyd's Talisman? Is it what even is that, dude? Is it called that in DS1? I don't know. Anyways. We get +6.
What?
Oh, yeah, I need to buy... Yeah, maybe one day I'll become a variety streamer, and that's all that I'll do on stream is just simply... play games I haven't played before or something. I don't see that ever happening, though, realistically. And one other thing that's actually so good about streaming no-hit runs is that it's not something that takes all of my focus. At least not all the time, right? Like right now I can just talk and, do whatever. Okay, we're going to Greatwood next. And so it's kind of like the perfect combination of paying attention to the game, but while also just being able to like talk about random stuff without having to fully stop playing the game. Doom, thanks so much for the raid, dude. How was your stream? I appreciate that. What were you up to, dude? Okay, so actually, no, we do need to go to, I guess go like that. Well, no, I can just swap it back on. How's the stream, dude? Yeah, I want to no-hit Minecraft, yeah. I should probably do that pretty soon. I'll just do this. There's an achievement for no death run Hollow Knight. That's really cool. I quite like when games do that. Souls games should have had that. Or Souls games that are not DS2 also should have had that, because DS2, of course, the GOAT has that. No death run, no bonfire run rewards. It's not even just an achievement. You get a ring out of it. It's pretty sick. Or you get a ring and or is it 2 rings? I guess it's 2 rings you get, which is pretty cool. People that are concerned that I got drained, I don't count drain unless it actually drains my HP, which is why I come here with lower health. Achievement for a 44 boss rush 2. I mean, the game seems sick. I just haven't played it. Which is basically most games that have ever existed. I could say the same thing about it. Like, yeah, this game seems really cool. I just haven't played it yet. And I I might not ever, but...
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Buckets, thanks for the 8-month Prime sub, dude.
Have you played Eyes of P DLC yet?
No, I haven't played the DLC yet. What I was planning on doing... I was planning on making doing a new Lies of P playthrough and a new character to play the DLC on because I haven't played that game since immediately after it came out. I still would like to do it that way, but that'll probably take a while, so I just haven't done it yet. Tasman, thanks for the 5-month resub as well. Thanks, dude. All endings to Lies of P. I only played the game once. Only played through it once.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
We got the Lloyd's Talismans. Oh, dude, this is crazy. I don't think if I have to free him anything else here, but I'm just going to turn off my mouse for now. Hates Lies of P, bans people for speaking his name. Yeah, you're right. You've solved it. But no, I really like Lies of P, but as I've said before with other Souls-like games, because I just tend to never get tired of games that I'm playing. And that goes for the Souls games. You know, I'm playing a game right now that I have almost 6,000 hours in. So, because I don't mind that, the thing is, Lies of P is, at least in my opinion, is not better than any of the Dark Souls games. And I would rather play any of the Dark Souls games over it. And so, I'm not waiting for the, next Souls-like game to come out so I can play it because I'm looking for another Souls-like experience because I'd rather just keep playing the actual original games. And, surely I'm not dead here. Oh, fuck. I thought I hit him with that, but maybe I just don't even have to kill them. It's just they did aggro one time. So yeah, and Lies of P is a really good game. I think it's the best Souls-like that's been made, but from my perspective, I just don't have any reason to really play it. At least not at this point in time. No, it's not better than DS1, dude. I mean, if you look at it in a vacuum, then sure, it probably is, but if you're factoring in the time here, like when it was made, there's no way it's better. DS1 is I would argue much better. But yeah, it's still a really solid game, but I don't think it's Souls level or anything. So yeah, if I'm gonna play other games, I'd probably rather just play like something that's not a Souls game or Souls-like game. A Dark Clutch Ring. Yeah, surely I think the game is terrible then, because I said that it's not as good as the Dark Souls games, right? That's like, man, this guy hates Lies of P, dude. He will never play it. He thinks it's trash. Unbelievable. Matunity, thanks for the 7-month Prime sub. Wonder if gnawing is better on this guy. I think it's a 2-shot regardless, if I actually hit him. This. Yeah, average Liza P hater. Okay, I will need to use mouse and keyboard for this Greatwood fight, but my cat is sleeping right where I usually put my mouse, so it might be a little bit of added difficulty. No, I haven't tried any Resident Evil, but I would really like to at some point, though. They look pretty sick. And I've also seen some no damage runs in the games, which look like they'd be fun to do. I think that the Resident Evil games would be high on my list of other non-Souls-like games to do challenge runs in. Just based on what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. Even though I haven't played any of them. Is there a game that I think is close to Elden Ring level as of now? Like, as in terms of Souls-likes or what? In terms of Souls-likes, definitely not. But in terms of just all games ever, then probably. I mean, you're fucking kidding me, dude. Oh my god, he's trying to fucking troll me. Well, that was a nice dodge. I'm not sure if that would have hit me. I don't know what happened there, but... I don't trust this. Because he's still right underneath it. Maybe I should just kill him. Ooh. That's kind of scary. Yeah, I kind of heard him approaching there, and it's like, why is that sound getting louder? So I just rolled when I heard the swing, and there he was. Have I lost a run to that? I believe I have, yeah. I've gotten hit through the bridge before by him. Probably at least 2 or 3 runs I've lost to that guy in that sort of way. You know what? That sort of thing is what makes no-hit runs in DS3 pretty tough. I think, especially like when you're not using hidden body, that is. Hidden body removes a lot of that, but there's so many instances like that in this game where just some random thing will happen and you just die. Or you get hit on your run because, you know, this enemy aggroed when he wasn't supposed to. I feel like it happens more so than in the other Souls game no-hit runs, so basically what that means is you need to have the no-hit run experience. And there's no other way around it. Like, you need to have the experience to be able to deal with stuff like that. So I've done like thousands of hours of no-hit runs, so I've basically seen it all. Can't think of many things that I haven't seen, but you know what? Even doing these runs, I've seen a few things that are new to me. But nice shot. Elser Souls, thanks so much for the raid, dude. How was your stream? Hope it was good. Damn. If my cat wakes up right now, I'm screwed. Oh, and I and I like oh my god. I was grabbing the mouse and I accidentally grabbed some of his fur and I woke him up. Oh my god. Okay, so actual hard mode no hit runs here, dude. Good stuff. Great with second worst boss. I think out of the actual bosses in this game that aren't just, you know, some shitty NPC, Greywood is for sure the worst. All right, nice. I should probably turn off my mouse now, I guess. The skull situation would definitely need more. Cat, you would have bet all my money on a dog. I'm both, dude. I'm definitely both. Both are good. 30's probably enough. Mom looks like Greywood. Dang, that's not nice, dude. All right. So this is the very interesting part of this route. So everything so far has been pretty standard. But we are going to Friede next. And the reason is, once you kill Friede and transpose the soul, which is why we killed Greywood, we get the Rose of Ariandel, which is, I think people were saying, I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's a 25% 2-minute miracle buff. 25%, which is huge, right? That's bigger than Red Tearstone Ring, better than Morian Blade. That's massive. So we do early Friede. We're gonna have a +6 weapon. So it does make it a bit tougher, but you know what? Miracles are so good on her that it's kind of fine. Especially since we get Wrath of the Gods, which I just picked up on the way to Yorm. Your mom. And you know what? It's also not... It's never a bad idea to get one of the most dangerous bosses out of the way early on a no-hit run, too. So... never a bad call. Unless it makes the fight, like, way harder or something. But in this case, Wrath of the Gods is really good. Our damage, even +6, is pretty solid, so... yeah, once we get the Rose of Ariandel plus... you know, we get a lot of money from Friede as well, and we get a slab, which isn't bad. Because on... what I would have done if I didn't kill Friede early, I would have just run +9 the whole time, because +10's only 1 extra spell buff, but when you already get the slab early, you may as well get +10, right?
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Outsiders, thanks for the 21-month resub. Thanks, dude. What run am I running for after this? Well, it's probably not going to be Dark Souls 3, although what I should do next is finish up my Twin Blade route. Just to at least have one successful no-hit run of that before we move on to the next Souls game. Just so I can reference it and stuff. If it's a while before I come back to it. After that, I was going to do some DS1 or DS2. I'm not sure which one. You know what? I never thought about using Wrath of the Gods for Wilhelm, but that would probably work pretty well. Just like launch him off the edge. I am always concerned about an enemy falling into me though when I use Wrath of the Gods. It's still kind of unclear if that's actually a hit or not. I would kind of lean towards yes, because the enemy falls into you and staggers you, right? So... nothing wrong with an accidental punch. The miracle of the leg. Why is his AI stupid? It just he gets leashed when he gets pushed out hard, so he just wants to walk back and then body block, and he just simply sits there, does nothing. I do think it might actually be possible for him to swing at you there. Maybe. I don't often do this strategy. I would generally just kick him off the edge. But for these spell runs, I started just killing him there instead. It seems fine. Seems all right. This is another section that's nice to get out of the way pretty early. Although I say pretty early, I mean, my Twin Blade route, it's crazy to think about. The Twin Blade route that I would do for that multi-game run would basically be done to run by now, almost. Isn't that insane? it would be in the final DLC, you know, fighting Medea right now or something like that. That's how efficient that run is and how inefficient this one is. But it's okay. Spells, it's kind of hard to be efficient on spell runs, unfortunately. That is why they're, at least in this game, they're usually not the meta, even though it could be, like, arguably the pyro route is actually easier than the melee routes, especially if you throw in hidden body. But it takes too much extra time. No, I wouldn't say Bloodborne's easiest any percent no hit. I think shadows make it not true. Elden Ring's definitely easier. Demon Souls is definitely easier. Sekiro is probably not easier, I guess, but Sekiro and Bloodborne feel kind of similar because they're both so short. What's that noise, I wonder? Any upcoming games I'm looking forward to? Not that I can think of. How's Bloodborne keyboard and mouse? I haven't got it working yet. I can give keyboard inputs, but the mouse doesn't work properly. So there's probably some other setup I have to do for that, but I haven't really tried it properly yet. I would like to, though. It'd be nice to get the mouse keyboard working because Bloodborne no-hit does have some free aims that I would probably do with mouse and keyboard. But even just using not a DualSense controller for the stick and then being able to use W to line up a throw should make it much easier already. Like throw the Molotov cocktails and stuff like that. We go like this. More endurance wouldn't be bad for this fight. Yeah, I can't really think of any games in particular that I'm, like, waiting on. And so one other downside of doing it this early is we have no red Tearstone ring. Okay. John, thanks for the 13-month reset, by the way. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I guess it's not really the way I play games. I don't really play games. Okay, please land. Nice. That's one of the problems with this strat in phase 1 is that she can just back off like that. Ah, twice in a row kind of sucks. Kind of a weird phase 1. I feel like this starts to happen with Friede. She starts input reading, and then her AI kind of just bugs out. Like, you see how earlier she was just sitting there pivoting constantly? Yeah, phase 3 Friede with Wrath of Gods is actually a little bit better, or it's more consistent because she recovers a bit slower from the knockdown. Phase 1 is when she just likes to get out of it constantly. Okay, surely this number of flasks is enough. Probably can drink here, right? I'll just wait. Play it safer. Thought I was too close there for a second. Nice. Kind of very awkward damage at the end there. I haven't noticed that before. Where she survives with 1 HP there. I wonder what actually happened. Maybe I'm normally at 51 faith. And that's enough. I probably should do it that way, actually. Okay. We go get the rose now. Yeah, see, even like +6 early Friede with this build it's certainly worse than it would be if I was 60 faith out of +10 already, but it's very respectable still. So that's why I think it's actually the best strategy to do it early like this. But yeah, that being said though, I probably should be at 51 faith for that fight. Would have been she would have taken 1 less hit in that last phase. All right, so we hit 9 decks now. Get 57 faith. Oh yeah, did I figure out if it's safe to buff for Aldrich? I don't remember doing that. No, I didn't need to. I didn't need to. Okay, yeah, that's right. Didn't make any difference. Would I rather sub Sekiro or Bloodborne with Night Rain for Master Run? Like for the God Run, you mean? I think Bloodborne fits in much better to the God Run. Whereas I think Sekiro is just, you know, an action game. Bloodborne is still an action RPG just like the rest of the Souls games. And it really fits in nicely with the other ones. Whereas Sekiro is a really good game. I feel like I always need to preface saying this by saying it's a good game, but it is not a direct Souls-like in my opinion. It's not the same category, so putting it in a run like the God Run 3, it doesn't really feel right, even though I do like running the game and stuff. It's because it is quite a bit different. I can't level up stats differently. I can't go towards a mage build or a, you know, a mage builder or pick some weapon type or something. It's just I've got what I've got, and I can use certain like skills and stuff, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, average Sekiro hater, dude. Exactly. I do need to get one tail hit. Ooh, that was not what I wanted. If she does it, I'm just gonna go for it here, but I'm missing a couple hundred damage. It might not be enough. Let's see. A ranged lightning spear is probably too much. And if I go for another gnawing, it'll bleed. Which will be bad. Let's just see. Maybe it's still enough. If not, I just have to do one extra attack with these two. Oh yeah, it's still... Beautiful. Doing Friede early is actually what kind of enables me to do a phase 1 kill on Aldrich, because when I was writing this before and I wasn't doing early Friede, I simply just didn't have enough damage to do that. And going into phase 2 is fine, but it makes it so much simpler if you just phase 1 kill.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Okay. Yes, I'm saying I wish Liza P and Sekiro were never made. You caught me, dude. You got me. Okay, so at this point, I would say this is where our damage starts to get pretty good. I mean, well, I guess for Aldrich too was pretty good, and I guess Friede even too. But yeah, once we kill Friede is when the damage unlocks. You know, we have Ring of the Sun's Firstborn now. And we have the Rose of Ariandel. Does Elden Ring have input delay? It shouldn't. Okay. We kind of want to try to make this buff last as long as possible. Or so like, we just want to kill him quickly so that the buff carries into the Dancer fight. If possible. Jerk, thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs, dude. I appreciate that, man. Not the best RNG here. I may not have gotten the full damage there, but it's okay. Not what I meant. Ah, shit, dude. It's fine. If we don't have the buff for Dancer or Uh-oh. The cat's moving, dude. He's not mid-boss fight. Wow, I've scuffed this in a major way. Well, maybe it's still fine. I don't know. We'll see how long the buff lasts for going into Dancer. I think it's such a long-lasting buff. It's pretty rare for the Dark Souls games to... Okay, and it runs out. Have a buff that lasts as long, but you know what? I should have still used it. Because it's 25% damage, and if I'd used it, I would have lost my Lloyds, but obviously 25% is better than 10%, so I should have just used it, I guess. I have a fight that's that long. Still absolutely smoker, dude. I think Elder Scrolls 6 will happen before GTA. Probably not. Level up a little bit. I think I should... Do I stop at 24 attunement? Yeah. Okay. And then I should probably get some endurance. Oh, boy. Some sharp claws, dude. Yeah, but I feel like I don't normally hit 24 attunement by this point. But... You know what, maybe I should switch over to Night Rain, dude. I feel like he's gonna kill the run. I'm like... We're actually getting decently far in this here. The new boss is gonna be out pretty soon. It's fine, dude. Alex, by the way, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. If I didn't say thanks for that, dude. Didn't kill the Pyro run. Yeah, but this time he's been here, like, actually the entire time, though. Because for Pyro, he ended up leaving after the 30-minute mark or so. This one, though, it's... like, we're 2 hours in here. But I turned off my mouse, because that's probably the biggest concern, is that he just clicks a button for me. Which has happened a few times already. Accidentally use a random lightning stake and then just die. No, I mean, even if I get hit, it doesn't really matter. Still gonna finish out the run, and then... Oh god, okay, he's really pushing the controller, dude. Oh my god. This is crazy, man. That's what I was saying. Hard mode, no hit runs right here. I found the way to increase the difficulty even more. Forget about the master run. Oh my... Wait, did... I'm going crazy. I thought I saw a bolt fly past me right there. Am I really about to free him this with controller? Because I can't move. Probably does not feel the most comfortable right now. Okay. The Lloyd's Talisman, by the way, is not a hit. At least I don't count it as a hit because it doesn't fall under the definition of what is counted for a hit for no hit runs in Souls games, which is damage. It has to deal damage or stagger, which it does neither of those things. So, if anyone's concerned about that, the same as the Jailer Drain. Like the way I see it is that as long as it's not removing HP from your character, it's not doing damage, right? And at that point, it's simply just a max HP debuff. No damage, no stagger, no hit, simply. Actually, I might pause the run, dude, and go play some Night Rain. Maybe after Dragon Slayer or something. Did it stop it 1,000 times? Yeah, well, that's part of being a streamer, is repeating the same thing you said 1,000 times. That's part of how it goes. Because there's always someone, right? Yeah, it's in 7 minutes from now. You know what? The Dragon Star we have on this isn't... I guess last time we got pretty bad RNG, but... Just the problem is Wrath of the Gods is kind of slow. The only problem, because the damage here is, like, just insane, but... It's just the speed. Yeah, now we have the whip, or the rose, which is great for red Tearstone setup. Yeah, there's always someone asking my public opinion on stuff, yeah. I mean, I guess that... Oh, boy. Not sure if it's fast enough if I have to roll that attack. Oh, this is not ideal. It's fine. Nice. See, there we go. That's how it should look. Right there. That's what we'd like to see. Just like almost 1,000 damage a hit on Dragon Stellar armor. Is, I mean, I was saying the only time I've seen damage that's comparable to this is when I'm like glitching the game and using Tumble Buff on Vort's Hammer or something. Okay. Wow, he's really sleeping on my hand. Okay. Well, yeah, probably I'll switch over to Night Rain, I guess. I was thinking I would continue, but we still have like half the bosses left, so it's actually not a bad time to end. Or not end the stream, but I mean end the run for now. Yeah, the rest should be tomorrow. We might be playing some DS3 with Potastic tomorrow as well, so we'll have to see what happens, but... I guess I can do some more collection really quick before I stop. Yeah, I did see the leaks on the Night Rain Endless mode. It sounds like a really good idea. They should absolutely be doing that if they're not already. Like I was saying earlier, even before Night Rain came out, when I started hearing about, you know, the idea of the game and stuff, a survival mode, like what seemed to be proposed to be added, is exactly what I was thinking should be in the game. I wonder if it's possible to get shot here. I've never gotten shot by doing it that way. Want new bosses, no new mode? No, the game absolutely needs new game modes, dude. 100%. That's more important than new bosses. Honestly. In my opinion. Civilite, have a good one, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I mean, I would be... Yeah, if they added 0 new bosses, but then made the map as good as it could be, you know, and have it actually be randomized and all that stuff, then I think that'd be a much bigger improvement to the game than if they double the number of bosses in the game, probably. That's my view on it. Yeah, still hitless so far. So far, we're doing all right. Run's been quite clean so far, other than that Yorm was a little scuffed. Yorm was a little scuffed, and that meant that I couldn't see the full damage potential on Dancer, but we were still doing like 1,000 damage a hit. It's supposed to be like almost 1,300. How do you feel about an NPC boss as an Everdark? I would probably hate that. But I mean, there's a world where that could work out. Right? I could see it working out. Potentially. Oh. He's falling down. Okay, we're going to pause the run for today. I would have continued it. I'm a little scared to lose the run now at this point. With the cat distraction. All right, welcome back, you guys. Probably going to be a pretty long stream today, unless I just stream twice, but we'll see what happens. But we're going to start by finishing up. We're doing a no reset run for miracles. I haven't actually gotten hit yet, but yeah, we're pretty like we're over halfway through, and then later the plan is to do some DS3 seamless co-op. So. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, dude. Bender, how's it going, dude? 30-year long stream. Yeah, of course. Obviously. Okay, so we just killed Dragon Slayer. I think we just got all the chunks as well. All right, plus 10.
Pretty like
And then I'm supposed to get 24 Tumu, which I think I already have. And then some endurance.
Then let these souls withdrawn from their vessels
Seems reasonable. Maybe I'll go like
manifest
17.
of disparity, elucidated by
17, just because I remember last run when we got to Princes, I didn't have enough for 30 attunement, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is her first playthrough. It's gonna be kind of weird. Like I'm not, I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna go. I don't want to spoil the game or anything like that. It'll be interesting. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. Oh yes, we also now have the Sunlight Straight Sword. So we basically have... The only thing we're missing for the full build at this point is... we're just missing Lightning Clutch Ring, and that's it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I want Mimic. Yeah, it's actually gonna be hilarious, dude.
Hey Gino. Hope you are doing well. What do you think about the new Everdark Calico and the older Everdark bosses?
Yellow, thanks so much for the 1-year Prime sub. I appreciate that, dude. I think Caligo's... I think it's all right. I think it's okay. I was kind of thinking he was more of like a B tier type fight. As far as Night Rain bosses go, that is. I kind of forgot about this timing. Oh, fuck.
UP.
Good lord, dude. I haven't... it's been a while since I've done that strat where I wait there, I guess.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Kind of scary.
Hi everyone.
You know what? I wonder if I should buff out here. I may do that. What do I normally do there? I feel like I normally throw Skull somewhere. I'm just gonna do these 2 buffs out here. And then, once I actually get in there, I'll do this one. Because the threat of this guy chasing is kind of dangerous. It looks like he probably won't chase me in the fog gate. Just buff out here then.
Maybe best nut ever.
Yeah, a little scary Pus of Man incident there. Oh boy. Did we just 3-shot him right there? What the? Oh my god, dude. That was not what I was trying to do, but... Jesus. You know what? I should almost not use Sunlight Straight Sword there so that I don't do that. Because that was almost really bad. Oh my god. I guess last time I did that, I think I missed the first hit. Like, I didn't get the full damage. So I didn't actually see that number.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut.
Jesus, dude. Like, I hit him once thinking, like, oh yeah, he's, you know, he's in his... He's doing his missed move. I'll hit him once here, and then I'll, you know, hit him again, and then he'll go phase 2, but he just went straight into it, dude. It's crazy. My god. Yeah, actually just insane one-shot into phase 2. And a 3-hit Osiris kill. Alright, so now we can go get Lightning Clutch Ring. Yeah, I range attack walls because of the glitch, although at this point in time, if I clip through the map, I'm just going to quit out and try to save it like that. I don't really care, dude. But yeah, that is the reason I do it from range, so. Just like, for sure not have it happen. Or like, maybe not. I've still seen it happen when I break it from range before, but definitely less often. What an Osiris kill that was, dude. It was so good, it was scary good. Because I thought... Like, hearing him go into phase 2 immediately with the miss there is not really a good feeling. But then, yeah. He gave us a good attack, at least. One that I could actually punish. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. Elden Ring type of 0 boss. Well, Elden Ring, you enter that boss with stealth and then, like, script him or something, but... I count Jailer Tick. If it decreases my actual HP, then yes. If I get drained, but I don't lose any health, then no. Because then it's just a debuff. Denove, thanks for the 13-month Prime sub. Taurus, thanks for the 6-month resub as well, dude. Also, Cammy, thanks for the 6-month resub. The King, thanks for the 9-month Prime sub as well. There it is, Lightning Clutch. So the build is basically done. The last thing we need is just Sunlight Spear. All right, we're going all out crazy buffs here. Wyvern. Nice damage. Actually nice damage when I hit the boss. Brew, how's it going, dude? First boss in DS3? There's no way, dude. I actually feel like this fight is way overhated. Lanky German, thanks for the 4-month resub as well, dude.
Maybe I'll give you the best.
Yeah, it's funny how much faster this kill is. Most upgraded weapon kills are faster than running around. But in the case of miracles like this, it is it is pretty good. I don't think we have to buy anything else, hopefully.
Farewell,
A bunch of
Ashen
skulls. I gotta remember what I do normally for that, for that section in Consumed Gardens. Because that was so scuffed what I did earlier. One-shotting in DS3 possible? I guess so, yeah. Aren't as many buffs and stuff as Elden Ring, though. Is practice or actual run? Well, we haven't gotten hit yet. But... I'm not... Like, this is the baseline run. So this is, like, the actual full run I do. The first full run I've done without, you know, loading save files, I guess, ideally, unless I get hit and lose a bunch of progress or something, but so yeah, it's the first run, and if we get it, that's cool, but the intention of doing this first run isn't to actually get it first try, necessarily. Yeah, it's pretty insane that we can two-shot him there. It's not bad. It is a little... Like, I'm not sure if I should do that differently. Because there... He was doing the Fair and Flash Sword, but... I feel like if I attack too early there, he might... I might get my hand clipped by the Soul Spear or something, you know? Like, that might have been... That might not be the best strat. I might have to wait for the sword attack first or something. How's it going, Banana? At the run here, does it even matter? Well, I don't like to do runs like that, you know? Like, I've said that before. I don't really prepare for no-hit runs to try to get the run once. I want to be able to do it every time and have everything kind of figured out. Just not as satisfying to get runs if it's not perfectly figured out, which I guess this isn't right now, so... We'll see what happens. We still have a lot to go, but having Friede already down at this point in the run is pretty nice. And having that whole DLC running section done, it makes things go quite a bit faster. Yeah, all it takes is one free aim. That's you're not wrong. One totally unnecessary free aim whiff to lose the run, dude. Miss Covenants? Yeah, I like Covenants. It's weird that they didn't put them in Elden Ring. Not sure why they didn't do that. Is Covenant farming for all achievements? I mean, not offline. I've never actually farmed Covenant items online, but I've done a lot of PvP, so I could have easily done it, I guess. But I guess the problem would be farming the... I mean, I'm sure farming PvP Covenants when the game came out was awesome, dude. But yeah, farming blue Sentinels or whatever would really suck. At this point in time, if you were to try to do it online. But yeah, the Covenant farming sucks, though, for achievements. I could just skull these guys, but... You know what? I probably should. And I guess I'm not going to pick up that bone shard. So I should have tested this, but I think we can just do 2 point-blank lightning spears instead of using... Well, I'll just do it safer, I guess. Do lightning stake in there. Why does that look like too much damage? I'm so lucky that missed. We're not in the right spot. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, realistically, even if I started phase 2, but... Alright, so... Given the kiln... Should probably get that extra Estus shard, too. Or turn that in. How consistent is this with lightning spear? Which part of it? Yeah, Fogwall cheese is what I would do if I didn't do that cheese, probably. Because the problem with Prince's phase 2, I guess even phase 1, is the lock-on break teleports that can happen. And then there's just nothing you can do. You just have to get lucky. And so, yeah, like, when I did God Run 3, I'm pretty sure I just cheesed both phases because that's like the most consistent way to do it. Unfortunately. Yeah, because what can happen is if you're on the sides of the arena, or just like not directly in the center, basically, then Lorraine can teleport on top of like a chair or one of those candlesticks or something like that, and it'll break lock on. And so if that happens and if they spawn behind you, you have no way of reacting to what attack is happening. And you basically just have to get lucky. Like, you just have to roll at the timing that most of the attacks are at and just hope that doesn't hit you. And so, yeah. So it's not ideal. All right, let's see the damage. So yeah, if I didn't do that cheese, I'd just do the fog wall one instead. But I feel like that AI turn off one is funnier. I like this RNG. Pretty solid damage. All right, and now is the point at which we unlock the big boy. The big damage. Good old Sunlight Spear. I think this run's easier than Pyro. It's harder for sure. There's no question. Pyro's the best one, so... Or it's likely the best one. I'm gonna make a big comparison once I'm done Miracles as well. I'm gonna do a big comparison after, and like just basically for each boss fight, I'm gonna pick which one is the best for them, and you know which.
Good luck finishing the run.
You know, like running sections, obviously sorcery has a huge advantage for, but then like even Pyro is better than Miracles for running sections because you can actually hit stuff more easily. By champion. That thud when you hit with a a point blank critical hit Sunlight Spear, dude, is quite satisfying. There you go. Just get more endurance, I guess.
Farewell, Ashen.
Yeah, poor guy, dude. All right. Was Pyro easier than that? Well, but that's, again, we'll go over all the bosses. Miracle is the best late game. Almost for sure. Undoubtedly. But there are some things about Miracles that still makes it trickier than some of the other spell types. But yeah, like, Champion Gundyr with Miracle is clearly the best. There's no question about that, right? And same with Gale, same with Midir, like, best with Miracles for sure, but then... You know, Sorcery has the much easier running sections, which I think is a big deal for no-hit runs. And then, you know, Pyro's got probably overall the easiest, setup. And also several boss fights, which are just the best, right? With Demon Princes and probably Grave Tender. This Miracle has a good Grave Tender too, I guess, but... I'll go over it more later. If I were to do a NG0 to NG7 no hit with magic, to use Sorcery, Pyro, Miracle. Well, if I had to pick only one, I would go Miracle probably. If I had to pick only one. But what I would actually do is probably exactly what I did in my all achievements run, which is start with Pyromancies and then switch to Miracle later. Like, once I kill Cinder, basically. Snightmare, thanks for the raid, dude. How was your stream? I appreciate that. Elfman, thanks for the 1,000 bits as well, dude. And Salmon, thanks for the 18-month Prime sub. Welcome back. Koozie, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. I never really like coming back to a run after a break, dude. It just, I don't know. It kind of takes me out of the zone a little bit. Start overthinking some stuff. I don't know why I was locked on for that. Oh, the cat is here. Mid-boss fight. This is not ideal. I kind of waited until they were taking a nap before I started, but... Oh god, he's actually... Can't see his health bar. Oh my god, dude. Did not pick the best time to show up. I don't know what to do, dude. I think we're too late to run for this. This is gonna be so dumb. If I'm just trying to think if I have to free aim more. I'm just gonna turn off my mouse and keyboard until. Luckily, it's wireless. Until I need it, I guess. Because then it's okay. Like as long as buttons aren't being clicked, it's fine. But if buttons start being clicked, that's a problem. But yeah, I'll have to free him a bit later, but for now it should be okay. Not for any bosses, I don't think, though. I still can't see the chat, by the way, now. That's so funny, dude. I wait until they're sleeping to start streaming. And I stream for 30 minutes and then he's back. this is actually crazy, man. Yeah, surely cat buff, yeah. 0 distraction, dude. 0. I just want to get some FP back here, because although Sunlight Spear does a lot of damage, it's not the most efficient. And then, yeah, we'll just go... I think last time I kind of messed up here and I tried to rebuff. We just go only Red Tear Stone and Sunlight in phase 2. Like save 2. Phase 1 with miracles is a little slow. Like, I guess it could be really quick if I tried to kill the other guy first or something, but it's just not. It's not a good plan for Miracle. I don't think any spell class is really good plan. Mostly like Pyro maybe can do it, but even in phase 2 it just gets a little sketchy. All right. Yeah, Miracle is kind of like surprisingly not the best here. I thought for sure it would be, but I almost feel like Sorcery even has a better fight just because you can be a bit further away. Dude, that entire fight, he was sitting on my hand, which was on the controller. Okay, I'm gonna rest here because you know what? I guess I have the if I ever need to heal, I can use the Belvine weapon art. Am I gonna give checkpoints besides boss game? Not that I know of, but I'm sure it exists.
Many of us are by the fire.
Yeah, due to the layout of this area, we don't actually need to pick that bonfire up until later. Because the last time the guy chased me in and ended up hitting me right as I was resting at it. How to kill the sorcerer mobs? Like the clerics, you mean? Or what sorcerer do you mean? Probably the easiest way is just to kick them. Like you kick them and they roll over. Or you can use something like stance on a straight sword uppercut or something like that. We should be good. I forget my plan for the guys below, though. I'm just gonna check a couple skulls, maybe. Last time I got an absolutely insane bridge Madeira, so let's see if we can do the same. It's probably a little bit overkill to do all these buffs for him. Ah. I probably should have just gone for that last one, but doesn't matter. Okay, this is the next spot I free him, but my cat actually left, so I guess we're okay. I'm okay to turn my stuff back on, but I may turn it back off after. Because, yeah, that's how, like I was saying, that's probably how I would lose a run because of him. Is if he climbs on top of my keyboard and starts hitting buttons. Rolls me off a cliff. Yeah, something like that. Realistically, no, it would probably be that he clicks the attack button on my mouse, which has happened a few times already when I'm running through a dangerous part, and then there's just nothing I can do. Night Rain tourney from Bandai tomorrow? Not that I've heard of. Not sure. Haven't heard of anything like that. All right, let's go get some more endurance, I guess. Running on edge, move my mouse. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's like a DS2 thing. When you open the menu and you're on a tight area and you just get the 90-degree camera turn and just sprint off.
Ash.
More endurance. Like, tons of endurance is good because of the use of Wrath of the Gods for Gravetender. More mind, I guess, would be good too, but... Or attunement.
Farewell, Ashen One.
We don't need this anymore. What do I want from Night Rain? I've kind of already explained a lot of times. But basically, the short form is I would like them to make the game actually random. That's kind of the main thing. Or at least more... Like, I don't think it should be fully random in the way that... you know, an Elden Ring randomizer, enemy randomizer is. Because then... You know, things feel like they don't have a purpose, but they should be way more randomized than they are currently. Yeah, I need a command for it. Yeah, maybe. Right, and the, you know, stuff like the map being the same every time, the castle being in the center every time, there only being 3 possible variations of enemies that can spawn at the castle. Every single side structure being the same every time. That's the thing. That's the problem to me. So. And do I think they're going to actually, you know, address that? Definitely not. I think there's basically 0 chance anything happens with that. Look at that damage, dude. Yeah, and it's mainly because that's a very fundamental change to the game. It's like a base level game change that would be like a massive overhaul, basically. Oh, dude, why did it lock me off? Look at this kill, though. Even scuffed, because it locked me off for that big hit, it's still a ridiculous Midir, dude. Which it should be, because it's probably the best Midir build in the whole game, so it should be that insane. The only thing that I can really think of that would come close to that sort of thing is obviously Twin Blades with Power Thin, or...
Hey, Gino, big fan of your Elden Ring runs.
like Lothric Knight Ultra Greatsword with a, you know, lightning blade on top or something like that. Rana, thanks so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Okay, now this is a fight that we may have to bone out of. Potentially. I think it's a pretty low chance. Because Half-Light would have to roll out. Because we kind of figured out the Painting Guardian, I think. Okay, and we want to go no Lightning Clutch Ring, if I remember correctly. So... yeah, no Lightning Clutch Ring at all here. I think having Sacred Oath up is okay. I surely tested that, right? I think 389 is fine. Not really playing this in the best way here, though. Somehow missing a bunch of shots. So there's the damage setup. Now we need to wait for orbs again. Surely this strat is good. I kind of haven't tested it that much. Okay, orbs. Beautiful. This is the only one of these 3 magic category runs that we don't cheese Half-Light. Because there just isn't a way to do it with this without using consumables, basically. Yeah, if you do too much damage there, then the second Guardian spawns. Like, the whole idea behind that kill is that we kill Half-Light before the second Guardian can come in and start attacking you with the shivs and stuff. But yeah, the sketchy part is that I haven't tested standing in that position on Half-Light very much. You're in the in-between range of where he does the weapon art R1. Like, you're far away enough that he doesn't do the weapon art R1, but then you're close enough that he doesn't do the R2, so he just kind of sits there in stance. And it seems good. No issues so far, but... really handy having a 2-minute duration buff in this game, dude. Like, I've always felt buffs in the Souls games, and also in Elden Ring too, aside from maybe the physic. They're just so short that... like, they're not that useful for normal playthroughs, I guess. And maybe they're not supposed to be. I'm actually not certain when I can attack here. That is just such an absurd kill. Like, it's crazy to be able to skip phase 2 like that. I've never seen a build that does that, other than, like, bow glitch, obviously. Something special, dude.
Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels.
Usually I don't keep leveling up on these runs, but at this point I just... More endurance, again, for Wrath of the Gods is quite nice in case something goes wrong. Yeah, just such a beautiful Gale kill with this. But yeah, in phase 1 though, There are some punishes that I think would be kind of borderline. I haven't tested it enough to know for sure, though. Okay, let's do this. Wrath of the Gods. I don't really like doing this sequence of drops this late, but here we are. Oh, I guess I don't actually need the red tear stone set up there. Imagine I start buffing up and slap myself and die. That'd be classic. Yeah, Tears of Denial is quite nice, though, just for... You know, doing falls like that. We can kind of use it in a similar way as Spook on this. Controller free aim. A little bit easier to kill the dogs on this than it is on Pyro, you could say. There's one slight issue I have with this strategy, and it's if he blocks, I don't really know what to do. There's the first one. Beautiful. Wrath of the Gods is so clutch on this, dude. Such a good spell, actually. I've underrated it until I started routing this. Okay, so... For Demon King, I need to not go underneath him, because on one of the runs I did earlier, because I don't have very good control with Lightning Spear because it's such a big step forward, I accidentally walked underneath him and got landed on and got hit, so... I need to simply not do that. Just go for the tail. We do ODK this late on all the runs because there's no reason to do them earlier, right? Like, only on the Pyro was there actually a potential good reason to do him early, is you get Chaos Vestiges from him, which is a really good spell. But even then, I didn't find a use for it on the run. So there's no point in trying to do him earlier when there's just no point, right? He doesn't give that many souls. He doesn't drop anything that I would want. So... All right, buddy. Actually missed that one. Simple. First try again. There it is, dude. Miracle, all bosses, no hit run. And you know what? This is actually a legitimate miracle only run too, because I started out with Lightning Spear, which is not normally possible in the base game, but I think it was worth it because it made the start of the run more interesting, and I had already done the Mace strat on the Faith run I did like a long time ago, or the Miracle run I did a couple of years ago. But yeah, just over 3 hours. So this was actually, it was faster than the Pyro, a little bit slower than the Sorcery, surprisingly, but I think it's just the Sorcery. The Sorcery Hidden Body saves a lot of time. But yeah, this was like the major cat interference run, dude. But yeah, there are miracles, dude. Miracles insanely good in this game, but it does take a little bit to get them set up. Don't mind what I just did there.